Hey everybody, it's me, RunnerEye.
That is the truth.
And today we're going to be ranking Drag Race queens falling over. Now, I did a video on this topic over a year ago and people seem to really like it, but I've held off on making a sequel until I had enough great material to warrant making a second one, and today is finally that day. We're going to be watching videos of Drag Race queens falling over. We're going to be analyzing their falls, putting them on a tier list, seeing who had the best and worst falls of the bunch. So let's get into it right now. So first up, we have this fall by Jinx Monsoon. Crazy. Now, there were actually so many falls from Jinx that I could have included in this video. She falls over like every 2 seconds. But I chose this specific fall because of the sheer insanity of what happened. In this video, Jinx Monsoon accidentally steps off the edge of the stage, which launches her towards the people in the front row while she's screaming at them. It's just like so impressive how she managed to do this. She didn't mean to do it, but I'm, nevertheless impressed. Because this fall has everything. It has momentum when she flies towards the people in the crowd. It has distance. It also has like different directions that she's going forward, then she hoosiers herself backwards, then to the right. Like, that is really impressive to me. Jinx Monsoon is an expert at falling over, and I think you can really see here that she's honed in on her craft. I can't even imagine what it must have been like to be in the front row.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, I just had a panic attack.
I have never seen a fall or a video of someone falling which has been anything like this. So I think that just based on that, this is going in top tier. Next up, we have Katya falling over when filming
Should we take a nap?
See, I told you, and I'm fine.
In 2021, Katya wore extremely tall high heels on the set of and Trixie kept telling Katya to try to stand in them.
Can you stand? I just want to see it.
Nope, you see how unstable they are, right?
Do it.
And despite initially protesting, Katya eventually gives in, and she decides to try and stand up in her heels, and she ends up,
See, I told you, and I'm fine.
Listen, we could blame Trixie here, but the real question is, why was she trying to stand up on the chair to begin with? Was she trying to stand up on the chair? If that's the case, I think it's good that she fell before she even got to that point, or else she would have fallen from an actual height. And what I also love about this one is when Katya falls over, Trixie immediately goes into strict parent mode.
Sit down and then put them in and don't move. I don't know who here encouraged you to stand up.
I'm gonna do the episode from back here.
As for the fall itself, it's really good. I like the kind of ASMR quality it has. There's lots of different sound effects which are very calming to the soul. And I feel like I could fall asleep. Like, if we loop this over again, does it sound calming? You tell me. I could fall asleep to that. I also love the way her ankle gives out, like the way that it kind of bends in on itself. I really like. It's just an aesthetically beautiful fall. I love how chaotic it is. I love that the shoes come off. It's just beautiful. We have to put it in the delectably chaotic tier. And because Trixie was the one who made Katya fall, I think it's only fair that we rank a clip of Trixie Mattel falling herself. Now, this is a clip of the Trixie and Katya live show in Leeds, where in the scene, Trixie and Katya are supposed to be kidnapped and tied up, and Trixie puts both of her legs up on the chair, only for the chair to fall over backwards. Now, you know me, I love a fall where there's multiple people involved or on stage, because we get to see the different reactions of everyone up there. You have Katya bursting out laughing, you have Kelly Mantle being frozen like a statue, you have the background dancers breaking into laughter, you also have this little diva who stays in character. We do have limited visibility of the fall itself. What I do enjoy is that if you look to the big screen above them, you can see Trixie Mattel accepting her fate and just lying on the ground afterwards. I wonder what it's like to have an entire theater laughing at you for falling over, and also your colleagues, your friends and colleagues, your best friend laughing at you on stage because you fell over. And then also a little random twink on the internet laughing as well. Oh no. It's a pretty good fall. It's nothing crazy. I think it's serviceable. This is a serviceable fall. So next up, we have a video of Trinity the Tuck. So in this video, Trinity the Tuck is in Mickey's in West Hollywood. She ends up falling backwards down a stairs, does a Benson Boone somersault, backflip on the stairs and then flips herself back upright only to keep lip syncing the lyrics. Not a single beat was missed. This is crazy. The fact that she's able to do a headstand and flip her body over to get upright again is unironically crazy. And it's so funny to me because for me, this is so impressive, but not a single person gives a like, look at these people in the background. Like, they do not care at all. Like, this diva right here, she is not impressed. She has seen better. This is, like, objectively impressive, right? Am I crazy? Like, why do they not care? But despite the fact that not a lot of people in the crowd care that she did this, when she finishes her performance, we do know she has at least one supporter out there. This is going in perfect fall. Like, this has no other category that it belongs in other than the top tier. So next up, we have this abstract fall from Bob the Drag Queen.
What the f just happened? I tripped over a cord. Oh.
Now this footage is from an Instagram live with Bob the Drag Queen and Jinx Monsoon from 2021. Of course, Jinx Monsoon was here for this fall. There's just something about Jinx which not only causes her to fall over, but also anyone around her. In this live stream, Bob the Drag Queen was walking around in her studio space, and she was showing her setup to Jinx Monsoon and the viewers. And while she's doing this, she accidentally trips on a cable, giving us this kind of Blair Witch Project shaky cam, what the hell just happened moment, with Jinx Monsoon obviously yelling in the background. What really makes up for the fact that we don't get to see the visual element of the fall is Bob and Jinx's reactions. You have Bob screaming in this really high-pitched manner. And then you have Jinx Monsoon not knowing what's going on.
What the f just happened?
It kind of reminds me, you know, like the Instagram live with Jesse Williams where there's like an intruder breaking into the guy's house that he's on the Instagram live with. It reminds me of that.
Jesse! Jesse! Lock yourself in. Lock yourself in. The room with the lock. The room with the lock. Jesse! There's no room with the lock. Just get into the room with the lock, yo.
Like, that is the energy that this clip has. The fall in this clip is like the least interesting thing about it, you know what I mean? Which I think does keep it out of the top tier, but it is good enough to give it a delectably chaotic because it is delectably chaotic. So next up, we have the most recent fall on the list. We have Irene the Alien slipping in her lip sync against Lydia B. Collins. So in the All-Stars 10 finale, there was a lip-sync SmackDown thing, and Irene the Alien and Lydia B. Collins had to lip-sync against each other to Joyride by Kesha. And during this lip-sync, Irene, who is not, you know, necessarily known for her dancing skills, her foot slipped when she was dancing, and that ended up dragging her all the way to the ground. Now she does try and save herself in the lip-sync by, when she lands on the ground, she does this little, you know, this back, kind of legs in the air thing. But by that point, there was no coming back. And she lost the lip sync. As for the fall itself, it's not the most flashy of falls. In fact, I actually think it's, you know, it's one of those falls which actually makes me feel bad for Irene. It's just, I don't know, I think that there's something kind of sad about watching someone fall in such a kind of lame manner. It's not enough for me. It's just really not enough. She needed to, you know, she needed to do a Trinity the Tuck, do a 360 in the air as she was falling. That's how she would get points from me. You know, if I was at the Olympics, this would be a 0 on the fall scale. But it's just not it. It's going in bottom tier. You may as well have fallen into an abyss because I do not care for you. So next up, we have Adore falling off a chair in the workroom in season 6. So in season 6, during the workroom entrances, Adore accidentally falls off one of the chairs in the workroom, which is crazy because I don't ever remember the entrances ever having chairs. Was that a thing in the older seasons? I don't remember any season having chairs other than Adore falling off the chair in this one. I just never noticed that there were chairs. Were there chairs? I don't know. But somehow, when sitting on that chair, Adore ends up, I guess, I imagine she was swinging on it, but she falls backwards and like falls off the chair. Thankfully not injuring herself, because my teachers used to tell me in school that if I swung on my chair and fell off that I would die. Now as for the fall, I do like it, but it's just a little bit too short for my taste. They focus on it for like 2 seconds. It's kind of like a cutaway gag thing that they do with it, so we don't actually get to see anyone really react to it, or they don't talk about it. It's just something that happens and then they immediately cut away from it, which kind of knocks it down in points, and we didn't even really get a good camera angle of it to make up for that, so it's fine. So next up, we have a video of Susie Toot falling. So this is a video of Susie Toot where she's taking tips from the crowd only to end up, you know, falling over and tumbling into them. And let's talk about that tumble because she goes like almost head first into the crowd. When we see her on the ground, she's like in a snail position. She's like a little shell. Like the amount of rotation she got from the stage to the ground is honestly kind of impressive. It's kind of like Jason Derulo at the Met Gala. That's the kind of, you know, rotation that she had in the air. I mean, Susie Toot is the, you know, Jason Derulo of Drag Race. I've said it many a time before and I'm gonna keep saying it. I really like this one, so Susie Toot is going in delectably chaotic. So next up we have this video of Bianca Del Rio. Now this fall happened during a show where Bianca Del Rio was tasked with inviting 4 people from the audience up onto the stage to lip sync, and each of the 4 people were given like different wigs to embody their characters. They were going to be lip syncing to like pop icons, and one of the 4 people chosen to perform was drag queen Kelly Healton. Now when it was Kelly's turn to lip sync, Bianca told her that she didn't have to use the little wig that they gave her because her natural hair was so beautiful, so she didn't want to, you know, mess it up by putting a wig on it. So she throws the wig behind her and does her performance, but during her performance, Bianca decides to take a little stroll at the back of the stage, stepping on the wig that they had thrown backwards, slipping on it, and dragging the chair down with her. And I remember this video back from like 2017 maybe, back when I was like a teenager, so this is a famous video. There's even like different camera angles of it and everything. It's kind of a genius setup, you know what I mean? It's like dropping a banana in Mario Kart and then seeing someone slip on it. That wig was actually a hitman that was hired by Laganja Stranja to take down Bianca Del Rio. Now this one is good. It's not like the most dramatic fall of all time, but it is pretty iconic. I think I'm gonna put it in the serviceable tier. So next up we have a clip of Milk falling over on an ice skating rink. Now, Milk did a video with Adam Rippon, the illustrious, you know, famous, beloved character in Drag Race lore, Adam Rippon. Hey everybody! Because they both ice skate, and so they did a video where they're ice skating together, and both of them tried to do the Tonya Harding triple axel somersault front flip. That's exactly what it's called. I know a lot about ice skating, guys. And Milk ends up falling over. Now listen, is it the most, you know, dramatic fall of all time? Not really, which I actually think is good. If you had a dramatic fall on ice, maybe, you know, maybe that's not the place to have a dramatic fall. So the fact that it wasn't very dramatic is good. I do respect the fact that even though she was on ice and was doing, you know, a little pirouette triple axel front flip split, or, you know, in technical terms, a spinny thing. She was doing a spinny thing. Despite the fact that she was doing all that, she was able to land, you know, somewhat, you know, softly on the ice. It's not a bad fall. And it is, I like that it has that, you know, that little twist about it, but, you know, it's not the most interesting that we've seen. So next up, we have a little bit of a different fall than we're used to. We have Monet Exchange falling off the Sky Tower building in New Zealand.
Have fun!
So for her YouTube channel, Monet Exchange decided to do the Sky Tower jump in Auckland, New Zealand, where basically they put a harness on you and then you have to jump off the Sky Tower and then fall all the way to the bottom. And this video is so funny. Monet is just freaking out the entire time. Her eyes are also closed the entire time. And I love that towards the end of the fall, she's just screaming. Also, I love that like halfway into the fall, she decides to check her wig just in case it had come off because she has her priorities in check. But this entire video that she has on her channel is so funny.
I'm gorgeous? I appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I took my monthly bath today, so I smell good too.
And then the, you know, the actual fall itself is just the icing on the cake. This clip is so good. It's one of my favorites. She handles it surprisingly, like, I mean, I don't know how you're supposed to handle getting thrown out of a building, but like she does it pretty well. She handles it pretty well. This is an automatic top tier. This is the perfect fall. So that's the video. Thank you so much for watching me post on the internet. If you want to see more videos like this, please like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps me out. I have an Instagram and a TikTok. If you want to go follow me over there, please do. I also have a Patreon, which has an extended version of this very video where we rank more drag queens falling over. And there's also like a whole year's worth of extended videos and like, you know, extra, you know, random stuff. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. And now it is time to give a very special shout out to Deadpool, Emily Pratt, Valgina, Debs, Josh from McDonald's, Cal, Cass with the Ass, Splurgle, Chaos Goblin, Mr. Peralta, Jetta Like Jetta, PRHX, Kat, Frankie Deutsch, He Hemser, California Gamer, Vito Ruiz, M, J Stevenson, Celeste, did you just say Wig? Cool Gal Nan, Vern Wisner, Brony RuPaul, Jabroni, Thomas, Edgar Allan Pup, Count Cacula, Yuno, Planet Daniel, The Almighty Anginator, Mobster Lobster, James Bradshaw, Eve, Dip, Crazy Oats, Yoon White, Vico Pop, and Tone. Thank you so much to every single one of the patrons. You can see their names scrolling up the screen right now. Oh my god, I can't even tell you what they did for me last week. Last week, okay, or 2 weeks ago, video was demonetized, got copyright claimed, which means that I lost all the money. I since had to do a whole dispute, whatever. Thankfully, that got sorted out, but the money is still, to this day, it's very low compared to what it should be just because it got copyright claimed and the way that YouTube works, whatever. Guess who provided some stability in all of the chaos that happened with that video? It was the patrons. So this is why I have the Patreon. This is why I'm so grateful for you guys, is that like throughout that entire chaotic mess of a thing that happened, I always knew that I had the Patreon to rely on if things got very bad. So I really appreciate every single one of you. Anyone who has joined since that whole demonetization thing happened, thank you so much. It really helps out. I'm not even kidding. I couldn't even be like, I don't know how to get out into words how appreciative I am, because like this is my life, and so having people who are, you know, constants who will keep me afloat financially was a huge kind of you know, weight off my shoulders. Again, thank you so much every single one of you, and have the most wonderful day.